Hi everybody. Um, I've been wanting to make a video for a while now, but I never knew like what I would make it about. And then this day happened, and I thought to myself, yeah, I'll make a video about today because today was pretty great. Oh, first things first. For those of you who don't know me in real life, which is most of you, I think, this is what my face looks like on an average day. Sorry that I'm not better looking, but this is the guy you've been following. Anyway, why was today so good? First, you might notice I'm wearing a vest. Why am I wearing a vest? Two reasons. One, vests are cool. Vests are probably the most awesome thing you could ever wear, outside of side capes. Not full capes, only side capes. So if anyone ever tells you that a vest isn't awesome, they do not have your best interest at heart. Remember that. Two, it's because I had a job interview. And today was so good because I got it. I got the job. I actually finally have a real go to a place, do a thing, get money for doing said thing job. What is this thing? Baking. Why would I, interview for a baking job? Because I love to bake. I really do. I'm not being sarcastic with you. Baking is awesome. Doesn't make me feel any less like a man. And what I make is pretty delicious. So I'm going to spend a lot of my time just baking, and I get money for it, and that is awesome. Another reason that today was so great, I have anonymous questions. Anons never send me anything, so I felt a little Tumblr famous today, even though I have like less than 50 followers. So promote me. Besides the point. Anyway, so I thought this would be a nice way to answer those questions. First one is the you in the end of your poem a general thing, or had you meant someone specifically? I'll be honest, I don't really know. When I wrote it, I knew I wasn't the only person going through what I was going through, and I wanted to leave it open like that, so if somebody else wanted to use it to help describe the way that they were feeling and what they were going through, then they'd be able to use it. So I didn't want to make it too specific. As far as it pertains to me, hard to say. There are definitely one or two people whom I would be more than happy to share my bed with because I really, really like them. But there are mitigating factors preventing any of that from happening. And we continue our lives. Next question is, what is your favorite memory? I had to think about this for a while, and I've decided that my favorite memory, at least that I can think of, is last summer. Last summer, a bunch of my friends and I were all in this production of Dog Sees God, which, for those of you who don't know, is this play that is the Peanuts characters, Charlie Brown and all his friends. It's them grown up and in high school. And it was probably my favorite play experience that I've ever been a part of. And one night after a performance, we went to this little lakeside cabin that one of our crew members' fathers owned. And we just spent the whole day there. We went swimming in the lake, and we had a fire, and we were up until the next day. I don't even think we slept. Maybe we did. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember my favorite memory. How much do you like that? And we had a recording of our performance, and we watched that, and I don't remember smiling so much in one night in my whole life, and it was so much fun. It was so great. And that's my favorite memory that I could think of. Now, I really, since I've noticed I have quite a few followers who like to read, I also like to read. which brings me to my next point of what do you think I should read next? Because yesterday I finally finished Mr. Be Gone by Clive Barker, which was great. I'm very happy I read it. It was a great read. It was recommended by one of you. You know who you are. And it was just a great book. So I definitely recommend it if you like dark humor and kind of darker books. But I went to this book sale last week, and literally the sale was go into this room with a ton of books, fill up a bag, and buy them all for $1. And I don't mean that they would count out how many books you put in your bag and charge you $1 for each. I mean $1 overall for your whole bag. So I went in there and just shoveled them in. And so that's what I have next to choose from which I would like to read. So pretty much I'm going to tell them to you. I'm going to tell you what they are. And I would really, really appreciate your input on which one you think I might enjoy the most based on what you've seen from my page, or if you know me in real life, what you think I would enjoy the most, or just what you would enjoy the most, so you would recommend it. Please just let me know your thoughts. Quite a few of, I shouldn't say quite a few of these I've never even heard of, but I judged the book by the cover, and I liked the description. It sounded like something I might like reading. So first is The Book of Illusions by Paul Auster, not sure how to pronounce it, to be honest. Apparently he's the author of the novel Timbuktu, also something I never read, because obviously I've never heard of this guy before. But yeah, this is one of the ones that I had never heard of, but the description sounded nice. If you know anything about it, let me know what you think. Next, another one that I had never heard of, but it's called Mark of the Assassin by Daniel Silva. And I'll be honest, I picked this one up because I just get a massive erection for the word assassin. Don't know why. I just really like it. Also, there are some fake bullet holes in the cover. And I like it when publishers do things like that. Next. And Then There Were None. But it's a mystery by Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie I have heard of before. She's a widely famous novelist and playwright. Really, really respected for her mysteries. So I'm assuming that's what this is. She does a lot of murder mysteries. So yeah, And Then There Were None is another choice. Next is Lullaby by Chuck. I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Palniak, don't know. Cover just looks like this, and I love this author, and I still don't know how to say his last name. I read Choke by him. I read Haunted. Haven't read Fight Club, strangely enough. But yeah, same author. So I know one of you already who, if you're watching this and you reply, will recommend this. But still, recommend it. That's that. Another one I had never heard of before. The Coffin Dancer by Jeffrey Deaver. I'm assuming this is the kind of thing where it's like a novelization of an hour-long cop show. So like Law & Order SVU, which by the way is the best Law & Order. It's like a book of that, I'm assuming. Could be wrong. But also Coffin Dancer. Cool name. At least in my opinion. Next are some classic books. And some are much, much more classic than the others. Some aren't even books. But, I got them anyway because I feel like they were things that you should just have in your collection if you love literature. The classic Sybil by Flora Rita Schreiber. I'm really bad with names and I apologize. But yeah, really famous book. This psychotic girl has multiple personalities, and that's pretty much all I know about the story, to be honest, but that's all I really need to know. Next, onto the much more classic things. I picked up this collection of 8 great comedies and 8 great tragedies. And the comedies are The Clouds, Mandrologia. I really should have read these before I started this video, and I apologize for any mispronunciations. Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, The Miser, John Gay's The Beggar's Opera, Oscar Wilde, The Importance of Being Earnest, Anton Chekhov, Uncle Vanya, and Bernard Shaw's Arms and the Man. So those are the 8 great comedies. 8 great tragedies, Prometheus Bound, Sophocles' Oedipus the King, Euripides' Hippolytus? I don't know. Shakespeare's King Lear, Ibsen's Ghosts, Streidenberg's Miss Julie, Yeats on Bailey's Strand, and O'Neill's Desire Under the Elms. So, if you like any of those, let me know. A few Shakespeare's, which I'll be honest, I probably won't read, but I just felt like I should have them because I really enjoy Shakespeare. Also because I already know the stories, which is why I'm not going to read them, but I want them. Call me selfish, don't care. Macbeth, Midsummer Night's Dream, which is another play I was in, had a terrific time doing it. It was awesome. Loved it. And Hamlet. So, like I said, I already know what happens in all of them, so I'm probably not going to read them. That was more or less just me bragging, saying, haha, I got these books, and it's awesome. Sorry. And last but certainly not least, The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. Honestly, I don't know what happens in The Time Machine. I know there was a movie of it that came out like a decade ago, but I never saw it. So yeah, but I love H.G. Wells. I love everything that I've ever read by him. So, Time Machine. Also, for those of you who are a bit more risque with your literature, I have these 2 erotic novels. And I know what you're thinking. Ew, Skeevy Perp got erotic novels. 1, yeah, a little. 2, what happened with these was the librarians at the library where this book sale was being held, they know me because I do a lot of volunteer work down there. So they, these books were donated to the library, and they just gave them to me. And they are Captain Atom, a swashbuckling erotic adventure. A tale of thumping adventure is what it says on the cover. Honestly, I like mine better. And the other one is Adam's Women. Why did they save these and give them to me, and why are they both named Adam? Because my name is Adam, for those of you who don't know. My name is not Gary, which, given my URL, I definitely would understand if you assumed that. Not the truth. Adam, not Gary. So yeah, and from what I understand, this is some sort of businessman who has a lot of sexual partners. So yeah, those are my newest book acquirings. Please let me know all of your feedback, and because I want to get a jump on one of them because I get bored really quickly when I don't have something to read, and I don't really have a good way to end this. So